what I've made is some rice, and I made it in the oven. It takes about 50 minutes in the oven, and all you need is this nice casserole dish with a nice tight fitting lid, and you can make the recipe just the same as you normally would, but you put it in the oven and you just leave it there for that amount of time, and then you don't have to think about it burning. Just take it out and it's always perfect. So this is how you bake rice in the oven. You need a nice heavy casserole with a nice tight fitting lid. When I say tight, I mean that no air, it's going to fit very flat against the casserole so the steam will stay in. And then your ingredients will be rice. I have 1 cup. Then I'm going to use about a half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to use Smart Balance, but you can use butter, and I'm just going to put a blob in there, probably a nice good teaspoon. It's really not required that you use it at all, and if you do use butter, you might want to cut back on your salt. If the recipe calls for 1 cup of rice and 1 teaspoon of salt, you might want to cut back a little on the salt if you are using butter, because there's salt in the butter. And then I have 2 cups of water. So I'm really just going to combine everything, and then we're going to put it in the oven. So here I have my rice. This is the 1 cup of rice, and half a teaspoon of salt. That was a half a teaspoon, about like that. Just a half a teaspoon. And this is about a good tablespoon of butter, or Smart Balance is what I'm using. I use a little less salt because this is a salt. They have a low sodium Smart Balance, which is actually very good as well. So now this is my 2 cups of water. I'm just going to give this a stir, cover it up, put it in the oven for about 50 minutes to an hour. Closer to an hour. I'll be back to show you what it looks like. So now the buzzer is going off. See how it looks. That looks nicely well done. So you can just fluff it up. It looks very nice. Just like that.